You're welcome back. The Minister of State responsible for Third World Aid was facing calls for his resignation today after remarks to a TD who has been campaigning on behalf of Turkish workers here. Conor Lenihan told Joe Higgins he should stick with the kebabs rather than press the issue of the future of Aer Lingus and the Dáil. Mr Lenihan has apologised for his comments.
As a former journalist, Conor Lenihan knows the value of a good soundbite, but he may have bitten off more than he could chew when he tackled Joe Higgins this morning. He was backing up the Taoiseach in exchanges with the Socialist TD when he urged him to stick with the kebabs.
I don't think he even believes that raw meat, but anyway, he has to say. You have to say it. Extreme left, I'd say.
Stick with the kebabs was taken to be a reference to the Turkish workers on whose behalf Joe Higgins has been campaigning. He was not amused.
The snide comment from behind you that I should stick with the kebabs, referring to my fight against the exploitation of GAMA workers, ill behoves the Minister for Overseas Development.
The Taoiseach was equally unimpressed, and to ward off a roasting from his boss, Mr Lenihan had to apologise for his remarks, returning to the Dáil at lunchtime.
During the order of business this morning, I made remarks that I now regret having made. I regret the remarks made and apologise sincerely if any cause or offence was taken from the remarks made.
If Minister Lenihan was referring in an insulting way to Turkish workers as kebabs, then he should go immediately as Minister for Overseas Development. If he meant it in some other light-minded fashion, it shows a complete insensitivity.
Joe Higgins said the government should now make amends to the GAMA workers by insisting that the company with whom they're in dispute take them back on the payroll. Conor Lenihan's been in trouble before. He got into hot water when he let the cat out of the bag over the government's inability to meet its overseas aid targets. It remains to be seen whether he'll suffer any lasting damage over what wags here are already calling this takeaway remark. David Davenpower, RTÉ News, Leinster House.